Welcome back to On the Shelf Gaming, the only show on the internet that is also an internet delivery service. Sacred, did you get all those orders to the houses like I told you to?
Yeah, it was a real pain in the ass. Can we seriously talk about getting a company car or something?
I don't know. How many subscribers does the channel have? Is the answer like 1 million?
No.
Well, then I guess you better keep running, huh?
But we got an order all the way from fucking Arkansas.
Yeah? And what is our motto?
Anytime on the shelf, it's the Eric way.
Exactly. Now I'm gonna sit here and do nothing. You get running to Arkansas. But first, finish recording this episode of On the Shelf Gaming. God, it's so hard to get good health these days.
Yeah, so this is bullshit, because the timer starts immediately in the PS2 game, so you lose like 40 seconds.
Yeah.
Where's the red one? Okay. Yeah, so there's plenty of time to get here, but I want to show you how fucking stupid I was as a kid. Mm-hmm. Because this mission plagued me. I'll show you when we're a little closer. So... Anyway, well, I gotta make a turn up there. Oops. Can't quite off-road it.
I like how, despite that being clearly open area, you just can't go off the road there.
Yeah.
More than like 6 feet.
There's a couple spots that are like that.
Yeah, that's always great. Speaking of it fucking with the time, because in the original it would have taken a long time to load, and so you would have been shorted that much time. It's really interesting, that kind of stuff in games, because that's like how on Donkey Kong 64 on the Wii U release, it doesn't lag, because of course the Wii U is way stronger than a Nintendo 64.
Right.
But the game was built, so much stuff was designed with lag in mind.
Right.
That some things are just like virtually or actually impossible. What are we looking at, bro?
Okay, so see how this mission here, go ahead and read that one for me.
The Woolly Woolly oil rig cook has quit. Take Dennis's gourmet meal to the rig before the workers starve.
Right. So what's that up there, Eric? What is that you see?
That's an oil rig.
Yeah. So, you know, you would think that I need to go over there.
Right.
And give them that food, correct? You would also come to that conclusion?
Yes.
See, I didn't come to that conclusion. Instead, you gotta back up, stop over here at this beach, and the rig guy is over here! I cannot tell you how many times I tried this mission as a kid, just spending the entire time limit running into that fence, thinking that I was doing something wrong, and I could just get there if I just kept running into the fence.
Hoping they won't notice.
The Pippi Beach
yeah.
surf carnival today, Ty, but they
God, it was infuriating when I learned that I instead need to stop at the beach next door, and the guy from the oil rig is just there.
Sunscreen, you say? Critical stuff. Not... Holy shit, they're just sharks on the beach.
Yeah.
Oh, no, okay, they're in water.
Yeah, but, like, also, there's 3 great white sharks not even 100 yards into the water.
Yeah, no, see, this is what you get when you open the shark gate in Taiwan.
Yeah, we changed the entire ecosystem.
Why do you think we haven't seen our platypus buddy?
He got.
God. No, that kind of stuff, and I'm sure that I have plenty of stuff like that too, and I can't think of any off the top of my head. But the first thing like that comes to mind is when I first played Oblivion. You know, of course, it's got a marker to tell you where to go, just like in Skyrim. It just tells you go this direction.
Right.
But it doesn't, like, literally lead you there. It points in the direction you need to go. And sometimes you can't just go straight there.
Yeah.
Which, when you get to somewhere where you can't keep going straight, you're like, oh, I guess I need to go around. Well, my little brother, he played it also Oh, thank God! Gigantic sunscreen!
This will help all the children.
Sometimes I reckon he'd forget his head if it wasn't attached to his shoulders.
I mean,
That's no
probably.
good. Can you take it down to South Beach for me?
I feel like most
Hurry.
people probably
First
would,
event
because they'd be
starts
dead.
No worries.
Right.
Thank goodness. We rescued the sunscreen that's gonna expire in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But he would run in the direction that the thing told him to, which normally works fine. Like, it normally just points you straight there.
Right.
But when you're out in the wilderness, you can't always get everywhere.
Right.
But he would just, like, run straight forward. And if he reached somewhere where he couldn't go forward, he was like, oh, well, I guess I'll go do something else instead. And it's like, why? It's not that difficult. That was the easiest mission ever.
Right. Yeah. She could have made it here in time.
I wouldn't let the kids out without their sunscreen.
Not after what happened.
Duke are tagging crooks down Muddy Bottom Way. Can you pop over and give him a hand, mate?
Yeah.
Man.
Fucking do everything. You know, actually, I realize now, Shaza's job is just to drive us to go and do the other work.
Yeah.
So it's not like she's going off and doing her own missions. Oh, sorry, Ty, I can't take you. I'm fucking in South Burramudgee right now. You know, fucking rescuing orphan kitties.
Right.
You know,
No.
she just sits in her car all fucking day, bumping tunes, waiting for us to need to go and do something.
Right. No. I could get down with her job, especially because, well, I mean, times like this, we've needed her back to back to back times. But like half the time, we're not even considering getting on the road.
Right.
Hey, you want me to do everything for you?
true.
Like always?
Well, I'm here to do it.
And taking these crocs.
Count me in.
Again with the
Good one, mate.
crocodiles.
We'll be using a boat and a chopper to round them up. I'll steer
Of course
the boat
we
through
are.
the crocs. You use the chopper to pick them up and move them over the pontoon. Duke will drop them and I'll tag them.
No worries.
Why do we need to tag them?
Because something conservation.
But aren't crocodiles like people?
Not these ones. See, this is another example of just like, I really don't think we were necessary. Because, like, we don't even need to throw anything. Like, before there were, like, birds in the air.
Right.
But now it's just like, no. We're just supervising.
Yeah.
Making sure Duke doesn't fuck up.
Which is apparently a really big likelihood. Man, when are we playing Maneater on the show?
We've talked about that before, actually.
Yeah, every time we see sharks and or crocodiles, I'm just like, man, we need to play Maneater on the show.
I mean, hey, well, like I say every time, I'm down whatever. Maneater's, like, surprisingly really fun. For a fucking shark RPG?
Yeah, no, when I saw it, I was like, oh man, that looks kind of cool, but I was not expecting it to be, like, good necessarily.
Right. No, when we were playing it on stream, I was, like, kind of joking at first. I just said, let's play this, let's play this and hate it for, like, a stream or two. But then we streamed it for, like, 3 weeks, because we were genuinely having a really fun time with it.
Hell yeah. If you haven't played Maneater, go play Maneater, and also in the comments say, I need you to play Maneater, so that we will remember to play it
Come on.
at a time that is not literally in the middle of another game.
Yeah.
So I literally never think about Maneater.
No.
Unless I see a shark or a crocodile.
Right. 'Cause that's the thing with me, is, like, there are so many games I really like, but, like, I just never think of anything. I'm never, like, I'm not game conscious. That's why when, like, conversations come up, like, oh, what's your fucking favorite game? And I'm like, dude, I don't know what video games are.
Ah, bro, you know, it's, the last game I played.
Well, see, I have a real problem with that, where generally speaking, my answer to those kind of questions are just the last thing I consume. Favorite movie, favorite band, favorite video game.
Nah,
whatever the
for
last
sure.
thing I listened to or consumed, that's the answer.
Yeah. No, I literally the other day, I was just thinking, man, I can't think of the last game that, like, really reactivated my deep eternal love for gaming prior to Baldur's Gate 3.
Right.
And then I thought about it, and I was like, wait a second, yes I can. It was 1 year before that when I played Elden Ring. When it did almost the exact same thing. For a pretty similar amount of time.
Right.
And like, it's not because the games are similar in virtually any way. I mean, they're both RPGs.
Yeah, that's about like.
But they're totally different kinds of RPGs. But like both of those games, I couldn't put down for weeks.
I know. Well, I know you were like super apprehensive to actually get Elden Ring, and then I started playing it, and it took no fucking push for you to get it after that.
Yeah, no. After seeing you play it, I was like, man, this just looks good, and it sounds cool. And like, I kind of wanted to play one of the Soulsborns ever since Crandon and I played a little bit of Dark Souls 3 on the show back in the time when we didn't have a show yet, because it just launched for the first time ever, a few months ago.
Right.
But I just never did, because like, man, I don't think I'm gonna like them that much.
Right.
They seem cool on the surface, but I just didn't think, it's not gonna be for me, whatever. And then I saw Elden Ring, I was like, man, maybe this is the point where it's progressed enough that it is for me now.
Right.
And then I played it, and I was right.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, I played some of Dark Souls 1. That one is old enough. I'm pretty sure that one is not for me.
Mm-mm.
I do still want to, finish it someday, maybe. But I'm not, exactly raring to go grab it at any given moment.
Right.
And I was rolling along pretty good, and then I got to a part. You're in, I forget exactly what it is, some sewers or something, maybe? And there's these enemies that, if they hit you with their status effects, I forget exactly what happens, but I think you, die, and your max health is just halved.
Alright.
And I forget what you have to do, but you have to, actually do something to fix it. Because, normally, status effects, they kill you, and then you come back to life, and you try again.
Right, but this one had a little bit of staying power.
Right, and I was just... Because I couldn't even leave the sewers at that point. Because I just kept getting killed. And granted, yeah, I didn't know where I was going. So technically the right answer would have just been, well, just run around and beat your head against it until you eventually find where you're going. And then successfully make it out of the sewers.
Right.
But I don't want to do that. I get it. It's a Souls game. It's supposed to be hard. It's also supposed to be fun.
Yeah. As games should do.
Yeah, and Elden Ring was fun basically all the time.
Yeah, I can't remember a single point in Elden Ring, other than, speaking of sewers, when you run around in that fucking sewer, beneath Lanedale. That was the only part where I was like, alright, Miyazaki, I'm starting to see why people don't like you very much.
Yeah, it really... So few games, at least for me, are just so consistently good, especially if they're super duper long. It's there's tons of games that I really like, that I think are really good games, that just have some part where for an extended period I'm just I just don't...
Not having fun.
Right, I just don't want to play this part. And there's ways around it. Because, with, Skyrim, there's not really any part where I look back at Skyrim and oh yeah, that part makes me not want to replay the game. But also in Skyrim, if you don't want to play a part, you just don't do it at all.
Yeah.
You just don't worry about it. Right. It's if a mission fucking sucks, you don't play that mission. If you played the companions and you're man, that was a terrible quest line,
never want to
play the companions again.
Yeah.
It's no big deal.
That's one of Skyrim's biggest strengths in terms of replayability.
Right.
Yeah, fuckers.
And then there's also there's times in games where it really sucks the first time, but then once you know what to do, it's nothing.
Right.
Because in Morrowind, of course, they don't have quest markers. And I played a ton of Morrowind without making it past like the second mission of the main quest. You know, quite a few different characters, all sorts of stuff. And the reason is because they tell you, I need you to go to this place. It's a dwarven ruin, and I need you to pick up something. I forget what it is. But you go in there, and it's literally, you go into the front door, and then you have to go through one more door, and there's a one-room area where it is. So it's super easy to get if you already know where it is.
Right.
If you don't know where it is,
I'm trying to face my fears.
the place where it looks like you would obviously go,
You're scared of hippies?
it goes into a dungeon that I feel like is kind of long, but it may just feel that way because it's been so long and it was so early in the game that my character fucking sucked and it's hard to get through.
Thanks, Ty. I think I'll work on my fear of heights.
And you expect to be like at the end of that dungeon,
using a stepladder.
as stuff generally is in RPGs.
Woolly oil rig is under attack. The whole place is going to blow unless you do something about it.
I'm busy though.
I just got somewhere else, man.
That oil rig will have to survive on its own for like 5 minutes. Well, do something else.
God forbid Ty isn't there to fix everything.
No, 100%. But yeah, so it's like there's stuff that's just so frustrating, but then it's fixed afterwards.
Right.
Like now I know where to find that thing, so I would never go in and be like, oh yeah, this part fucking sucks. But I know it sucks because I remember how bad it sucked before.
Right. God, I hope there's some way I can just get down from the net.
Break it. Who needs a net?
I guess let's go backwards that way.
Who needs a literal safety net?
Not Ty.
Exactly.
Because I can just do this and take no fall damage.
There's a lot of cards in there.
Yeah, they're like concept art shit.
Oh, damn. I don't care about that.
Yeah, well, collecting stuff in this game is pointless. It was pointless in the other game, too, but this one... Give me your opinion on this. How do you feel about unlocking, or like keeping like hidden cutscenes behind completionist goals?
Like, if you don't collect enough stuff, you don't get, like, the true ending type stuff?
Yeah, because that's what happens in this game. Well, not necessarily. You get the true ending, but if you finish everything, like, collect everything, you get a secret cutscene, which is a preview of the third game. Good, bad, like...
I guess I get why you would do that, but it still can be kind of annoying.
Right.
And it obviously, depending on exactly how you do it, it can be way worse than other times. Because, like, in Kingdom Hearts, if you beat the game, you get, like, the normal ending cutscenes. But if you beat some of the games after... I forget what it is. After collecting all of some sets of stuff, you get... like the special secret ending cutscene.
Right.
That includes all the information from the base cutscene and more stuff.
Right.
Or I think if you beat it on like the harder mode, maybe you get that one too. But it's like, okay, so I'm just missing information if I don't spend 1,000 hours looking for stuff, or if I don't bash my head against the wall over and over.
Right.
To get it. I mean, obviously, I can just look it up on YouTube. Like, it's not that crazy. Like,
Right.
someday when we play through Kingdom Hearts, I don't think we're going to do all the stuff to get those secret cutscenes.
No.
We will probably still watch those secret cutscenes and put them in the series.
Yeah.
Just because I'm curious what they are.
Yeah. 100%. 100%. Like, yeah, I am not going to collect everything, but we'll definitely look at the secret cutscene at the end of this game. That gives you a preview of the third game.
Yeah, and it's like, because you can do, you know, some stuff I don't care at all. It's perfectly fine. Like how in, like, the original Metroid, your ending quote-unquote cutscene that's really not much of a cutscene. It's slightly different based on how fast you beat the game.
Right.
Beat it normally, it's Samus. Beat it faster, and it's Samus who takes her helmet off. Beat it fast enough, and it's Samus who takes her whole suit off, and it's just like in a bikini. Mm-hmm. It's like, okay, that's not anything, basically. It's just a cool little Easter egg type thing, so that's fine. But the better the thing you make is, the more it'll piss me off that it is a giant pain in the ass to get to see it.
Yeah.
Possum, you have to shut down the main pump before the whole place blows sky high.
Well,
Why do I have to do it?
Sprigs are out in force.
well, who else is going to do it? Well, I mean, you were already here.
I say you're already here, and you're also like an agent for our fucking compound.
Yeah, but I'm a driver.
Well, yeah, but you already drove here.
Yeah. But I'm the driver. Okay, we're missing something.
You're so close, Shazza. You're so close.
It's like, okay, so let's think about this. They need someone from the rescue team. Right, they need you, Ty. Right, okay, yes.
They need someone from the rescue team. We agree on this, correct?
Right. They need you. No. Well, yes, they do need me. But if someone else from the rescue team were available and I was not available, well, then I guess they'd be in big trouble. Okay. I think we're losing it here. If I died right now, what would we do? Disband the rescue team? No!
You're so close, or you're so far away, Shazza! Oh, fuck. Can I seriously not do this until I get the stupid key?
Maybe.
That's just so dumb. Usually I have it by now, so I never think about it, but... Oh, wait, hold on. Maybe the ice ring works. Nope. Shit. Well, back to Burma. You guys are gonna have to stop blowing up for just a little bit. I gotta run back to town to go get my fucking firefighting robot keys. And we'll be back here next time on the Shelf Gaming.